Do apologise there, I seem to have a glitch with my internet temporarily, lost the connection. I'm now back though, it was just a minor blip. So then on to lap 10. This battle for P4 rages on. Norris hanging on to it for now. Coming through Junkie Sport, going around the outside of SBY. He's going to hang it on around the long way. Can he make it work? He's going to come out alongside, is he? He is. He's going to be taking P6 here. He's got the inside for the hairpin. SBY's now going to have to go deep into the corner. Try to stay move. Junkie Sport gets to the back of Peatman. There's contact. Junkie Sport will give the position back to Peatman, but he's got ahead of SBY. What a move from Junkie Sport. He's been racy all evening. A little bit of bumping and boring going on at the minute. The guys here just quicker guys getting caught behind the guys from the middle of the pack. Continuing up then, we've got Spike in 8th place with Donzo now attacking as they come off the hairpin. He gets up into 8th place. Zonwald gets the drive off the corner up into 9th. He's got the inside for the final corner. Oh, spiked off at the final corner. Just got shuffled wide and off he goes. He's down to the back of the field, but I feel it through as well. These three now battling hard. Just tuning back in again. There's a slight glitch on my internet. It just dropped the connection, but we're back. Race leader is still Tim Wenting. Now, a handy gap there. 3.8 seconds, I believe. Release from Steph, who's now up to P2. Robbie Norris is back onto the podium. This British Daddy has made a mistake. And this battle has got an extra car, and it's down for a podium. And Junkie Sport goes side by side round the first corner. Junkie Sport around the outside of SBY a lap ago. Take away 6th place. See how congested it is here. Nobby Norris scrapping for this podium now that's suddenly been presented to him. Bridget Daddy's made a mistake. Oh, he's wide again. He's on the dirt. Oh, he's going to lose it. He is. Off he goes. Bridget Daddy spins off and out of this battle for the podium. He had a good race until that point. Unfortunately, he's gone a little bit wrong for him. And he's all the way down to P10. And possibly might be P11. A spike coming around. Tim Wenting untroubled in the lead though. Steph in 2nd. A great drive from him. He was 11th on lap 1 after an off the first couple of corners. Robbie Norris hanging on to a podium in 3rd place. And Junkie Sport now 4th. SBY up to 5th with Peatman down to 6th. Donzo has recovered to 7th. After his off, we've got a yellow flag. Who was it? Oh, Nobby Norris has gone. So having held that podium place for a couple of laps in that great scrap, he's unfortunately dropped it on the exit of turn 1. And down to P9. Oh, such a shame. He was on for a really strong result again. Oh, he's having a big tank slapper there around the hairpin. He tries to get going again. Felix has jumped Zom. For P7, Donzo in P6. Up ahead of him is Peatman in P5 with SBY on the tail of Junkie Sports. He looks for that final podium. Junkie Sports looked very racy all night. And he's found his way up to the podium positions. SBY will be desperate to try and put some points back into Donzo. What can he do? What can he do? Steph in a superb 2nd place. He has come through from the back of the field. Avoided a lot of the carnage. And he is 2nd on the road. 3.7 back from this man Tim Wenting. He's come from the back of the grid. Picked his way through. He leads and is on course for his 2nd victory. Of course, he took a victory in his 1st week at the Red Bull Ring in the reverse grid race. He's going to take his second win here tonight. Tsukuba in the same reverse grid race. He's on to lap 16. Steph giving chase. Can he take his second ever win? Also won his first race at the Red Bull Ring in a soaking wet race in that Mitsubishi Lancer. A couple seasons ago. Junkie Sport continues to hold off. SPY is on the grass trying to find a way through. Desperate to find a way through. He's been staring at the back of cars all night, mainly Donzo's. Now he's giving Junkie Sport a real workover for this final podium place. Junkie Sport goes defensive up to the hairpin. Defends the inside. SPY no way through. Tries to cut back underneath. Not quite the gap. Just a bit of contact that stalled him. That's going to let Peteman back in from behind. And in the background, Donzo is starting to close in as well. Donzo, who was spun off earlier on, recovering very well, is now up to P6. He got his teammate in the foreground there, it's in P4. Still, oh, SPY has a huge tank slapper. Accelerating on the dirt, almost dropped it. Caught it somehow and stays in fourth place. Brings Peteman ever closer. Desperate to get some points into Donzo. He really needs to get ahead and to put up into P3 here. But Junkie Sport has been driving very well all night. He will resolutely defend this podium. To the final corner we come at the end of lap 17. Lead gap still 3.2 seconds. It's in Wentic driving very well. Picked his way through the pack nicely. Lead Steph coming through from the back. P2, great drive from him so far. But his daddy on the dirt. Spinning up in the background. Junkie Sport still third. He's wide through the hairpin. It's probably up the inside, but he's on the wrong side for the next corner. Junkie Sport will give him the squeeze. His daddy gets out of everybody's way. Junkie Sport on the curb. Goes defensive again. SPY to the outside. And Peteman closes in, and now Donzo is on the back of this pack as well now. So Donzo is with these guys. And will give SPY all the motivation he needs to try and get this move done. His Junkie Sport showing him the outside. Once he's going to go around the outside, he's going to go all the way around the outside. He's going to try and cut back to the inside for the first corner. Junkie Sport comes across and covers the inside though. There's Donzo in the background going down the inside of Peteman into turn 1. SPY's up the inside of Junkie Sport. They're going to come side by side off the corner. Junkie Sport have the inside for the hairpin, so SPY's going to need to brake very late. He's backed it in, he's drifting. Well, that's one way to do that corner. Throws it in, gets the back end spinning up, smokes the tyres, fires it off the corner, tries to get back underneath, but runs into the back of Junkie Sport, and now SPY has got his teammate back on his rear wing. So it just shows you how much speed Donzo has had. His recovery drive. SPY caught up with slower cars in that big pack that was battling for third earlier on. And that's allowed Donzo to come right back at him, and now he's right on his tail. So SPY, who's been staring at the back of Donzo's tail all evening so far, has now got Donzo looking at the back of his. Again he's on the attack of Junkie Sport. Again he's on the right hand side though, into the hairpin. It's the wrong side surely. Or can he make it work? He's going to try and hang on around the outside, and that will give him the inside for the right hander. That is a great move from SPY. That was set up brilliantly. Got on the inside coming out of turn 1, hung on around the outside of that hairpin at turn 4. Give him the inside for turn 5, and the move is done, but Junkie Sport coming back at him. Onto the podium he goes. Battle for your race lead is closing up ever so slightly. Gap now under 3 seconds. Can Steph apply the pressure in these final 3 laps? Way through, Donzo now on the attack of Junkie Sport. So he tries to get back on terms with his teammate. Seen Junkie Sport, they're defending resolutely so far. Ooh, Donzo with a bit of a contact there in the back of the hairpin. Junkie Sport will hang on to it. He's going to continue to battle Zom in P7 after his dramas early on. Felix has recovered to P8. Spike P9. Nobby Norris P10. There's your daddy who led the race early on. It's all gone a little bit wrong for him, unfortunately. Oh, he's on the dirt again. Oh, he's on the grass. It's all gone a bit wrong in the second half. But some strong pace showed early on. On to the penultimate lap go your race leaders. This pack coming round as well. 2 laps to go. SB White still in 3rd. Donzo still in 5th. Junkie Sport between them. He is the bread in a Sweat Motorsport sandwich. He will be difficult to overtake. He's gone a little bit wide there, but Donzo might as well. Oh dear, contact on exit. Junkie Sport will hang on to the inside though. More door panel bashing. Off goes Donzo. And that's going to give Peatman the place back, I think. Oh, he cuts across in front of Peatman. Just about stays P5. I don't think Peatman would appreciate that much. Oh, now he's had a big kick of oversteer coming off the corner. And Peatman's alongside, and Peatman is through. Peatman has a penalty, so Donzo doesn't need to make that move. He can just hang on to the back of Peatman, who will drop behind him. At the flag, Peatman defends the inside. Donzo trying to go around the long way. Meanwhile, the race leading battle is down even further. Steph really getting the magnets on the end of the race here, but I think he's going to run out of laps. They come out the hairpin for the final time. Just one corner to go. Tim Wenting celebrating already. He's not there yet. He's got to get this final corner right first. And he does. And it is a 2nd victory for Tim Wenting. Great job from him. Steph comes out with a brilliant P2 from earlier dramas on the opening lap. He was 11th, he comes through to 2nd. SBY will take a 3rd podium of the night and claw a couple of points back as Junkie Sport comes home in P4. Peatman finishes 5th on the road but gets jumped with that penalty by Donzo. Zom comes home P7. Felix is P8 after that contact with Donzo. Spike and Nobby Norris battling for P9 on the final lap. Into the final corner, Zom and Nobby Norris up the inside. There's contact, I think. Oh, more contact. And they're going to go across side by side, and Spike nicks it by 0.04 of a second. Great battling there. Brett is your daddy, who led the race early on, and comes home with P11 a lap down. So there is a 2nd race. Tim Wenting takes a 2nd race win in FTRL GT2, and very happy with that. Steph with an excellent drive for P2, and SBY coming through for P3 and manages to take a couple of points back out of Donzo. So that means we're 1 point difference. There's now 4 points going into the final week of the championship. 3 races to go, 4 points separate your top 2 drivers in the standings. That makes a very exciting final at Brands Hatch GP to look forward to next week. So final round of the championship is upon us already. What a season it's been. There's 3 more races to go yet, so do make sure you join us for that next week. Of course, back tomorrow for GT1. More fast and frenetic action from the British Touring Car Championship. So do join us 8 o'clock for that. But congratulations to our race winners tonight, Donzo and Tim Wenting. Great drives up and down the field once again. GT Sport delivering cracking action as it always does. That is the end of the coverage for tonight though. Thank you very much for joining us. I do apologise, it's in 2 parts, slight internet glitch. But hopefully you didn't miss too much of the action. And we will see you tomorrow for GT1. But from me for this evening, thank you very much for joining me. And we will see you tomorrow.